What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Siren Frost, and in today's video I got you guys 3 deck profiles in each video. And I do apologize if my voice keeps cutting out. Like, I've been having a cold for almost a while, so hopefully it'll come back to being normal. And so this is going to be a deck profile update, or 2 of them will be, and the third one will be a brand new deck that I am going to reintroduce in the next video. So in this video we're going to be doing an updated deck profile of my Isabelle, featuring her cross-right self and some new support from the, I believe, set 11. Yes, so set 11. I didn't get quite all of it, the set 11 stuff, because I didn't really purchase any of it. Luckily, my best friend, gave all his collection to me, so it just so happened to have the newer stuff too. So, without any further ado, let's get on the deck profile, starting with grade 0s. So my starting Vanguard is the new one, beginning Hyrax. So, nothing really much to say about him, other than the fact that when he's written on top of grade 1, you get a quick shield. So, basic information. Now my trigger lineup is completely different, or it's kind of standard for me in a Accel deck, so you guys can be very entitled to think your own opinions about this. I play 4 heal triggers, which is Directory Goat. I play 4 fronts, which is the Castanet Donkey. And then I'm playing the 4 Sentinel Great Nature. 1 critical is Application Researcher Ponbelly, originally known as the critical trigger for Big Belly. And yes, Big Belly goes with him perfectly. I don't even have the fodders for him, so I'm gonna need that. I might go to the shop tomorrow and get that, so we'll see. And then for the last triggers, so I'm doing 4 fronts, 4 heals, and 8 crits. So the last ones were Triangle Cobra. So that to me is very standardized. Otherwise, this would have become a 12 crit deck if I so choose to. But I want to try different things. And the way my build is also for Accel decks is the standard 4 heals, 4 fronts, and 8 crits at least. People have their own opinions about not using any critical triggers at all, but I like using criticals just because I like the extra damage to my opponent. Now for my grade 1s, I'm using the 4 Proffer of Black Jet Ceciles, just because they go with Isabelle's crew. When placed, you Soul Blast 1 card. Send the top card of your deck to the drop zone, and you apply one of these effects. If it's a normal unit, Soul Charge this card, get 5,000 power. Or if it's a trigger, you draw 2 cards and you discard 2. So that's very standardizing for Great Nature, because their ability is considered a lottery. So whatever card you get is what the effect's going to happen. For the next one, we're going to be playing 4 copies of Besom Ringtail, one of the newer ones. For her, when she attacks or boosted, you counterblast, drop a card to the drop zone, and you get her effect. Normal unit, you get draw a card, and trigger, you choose one of your opponent's rear guards and force off the field, and it gets 5,000 power in a turn. So that's very standard to the grade 2 Binoculars Tiger, but in grade 1 form, which is amazing to have. And then finally, for grade 1s, so I am playing 12 grade 1s in his deck, Clerical Kakapo. So it's a nice little birdie. It has a draw abilities, like both of its abilities that can start drawing. So when it's placed, you put the top card of your deck. Yeah. You put the top card of your deck to the drop zone, and it gets one of these effects. Then if it's a normal unit, you draw a card and you discard a card. If it's a trigger, you draw a card and put a card in your hand into the bottom of your deck. So this was going to be a temporary unit until I get the one that let you look at the top 5 cards of your deck for a grade 3. So until I get that one, this will be my temporary birdie. So that's just what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure you're all going to be like wondering why not Monoculous Tiger. I'm just updating all the decks into one. So a little bit of combination of old and new maybe be best. Oh, excuse me. For grade 2s, we're playing a new one, Lovey-Dovey Dotter. So we got the Lovebird. So when it's placed, you counterblast 1 with the top card of your deck in the drop zone. Apply one of these effects. Normal unit, you call that card into 2 rear guard. Trigger unit, this unit gets plus 15,000 power in a turn. So either way, you can't really lose that much because you get a superior call a unit from the card that was topped, or you can gain 15,000 power if it's a trigger. So which ones do you prefer? The next one, we're playing 4 copies of Scientist of Black Sheen Mathilda. Now, I like Mathilda. I'm keeping her in this for a reason. Because of her ability. You counterblast 1, put the top card, you perform lottery. So we're just going to go from there. It's just a lottery ability. And what the effect is, if you normal unit, your opponent has to guard with more than 1 grade unit. So the Guardian Circle, what's it called? Cards to the Guardian Circle for this battle must call 2 or more. If it's a trigger, this unit gets plus 1 critical. So, again, more damage to your opponent. Hence why Great Nature is notorious for its viciousness, or ferocity. For the last one, 3 copies of Blusher's Paroquet. Normally, you guys know I play 4 or 12 at a time as well, but I also wanted to have a bit of a playstyle moment for this deck as well. So, Paroquet skill, it has an ability. When placed counterblast 1, look at the 7 cards on top of your deck and you select a grade 3 from among them, add to your hand, shuffle your deck. This unit gets 3,000 power in a turn, and if this unit is on rear guard at the end of the turn, retire that unit. So it's a good for Vanguard or rear guard ability. And I'm pretty sure if you really want to keep Paroquet on the field for 1 turn, then that's a good thing to put on rear guard. Other than that, keep it on Vanguard if you doesn't want him retired. So that's 11 grade 1s or grade 2s. Sorry, trying to speak as much as I can without sounding like a complete idiot. For grade 3s, of course, we're playing the main bosses. 4 copies of Holy Grade Sage of Black Shadows Isabelle. So we all know what she does by now with her lottery skills. And then we also play 4 copies of her Cross Ride, Sage Saint Mentor of Black Lacquer, Isabelle. So I'm going to read this more carefully because I need to learn about this too. Continuous effect. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, you can perform both of the effects for performing the effects. Auto skill. Vanguard, rear guard. When placed, so it doesn't matter where it comes from, but when it's placed, look at 3 cards from the top of your deck and put them on top of your deck in any order. Vanguard ability. 1 turn. Counterblast 1, choose up to one of your units' auto abilities when placed and activated. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, all your front row units gets 10,000 power until the end of the turn. So that's not really too bad. And then right now I'm still seeing trying to use all these cards to the best of their abilities. That's why I continue practicing with them every day. So the last 2 cards I have is 2 copies of Leopold. So it's not surprising if you need to have Leopold as a contingency in case Isabelle fails. But which I highly doubt it because Isabelle looks like it takes care of herself. So it can't be really completely bad. So that's why I play 10 grade 3s instead of just my normal 8. So That's the main deck, you guys. And for the imaginary gifts I did use for this, I used 6 copies of Accel once, and then 1 quick shield. So it's kind of standardizing, not a big deal on some things. People may not like Accel once, but everyone kind of starts seeing a pattern between my decks now that I prefer a deck a certain way, and there'll be more on the future video for that. But right now, this is all about the deck profiles I'm giving you guys right now. So anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this deck profile. And as always, there will be a deck list in the description down below. And yeah. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, like this video, commented, thumbs up for this video, and etc. So until next time, you guys, watch out for part 2 of the new deck profile. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.